Hello, my name is Carlin. Restoring Healthy Mindsets is my thing. Welcome back to another YouTube episode. And in this particular YouTube episode, we're going to be talking about how to reinvent yourself. Now, before we get into that, I do want to say that I do read all your DMs. I do read all your emails. It's just I've been so busy and it's very frustrating that I can't reach to all of you. But nevertheless, I'm making a YouTube channel so that I can also answer the questions that you guys have. And this particular topic, I was getting consistent requests on how to remake ourselves, and I'm here to tell you that it is absolutely possible. And here are 3 steps or 3 things that I recommend for you to do if you want to reinvent yourself, your image, and everything about you. So here we go. All right, first things first. If you do want to have a specific lifestyle and have a specific goal in mind that you want to attain, absolutely change is required. And I'm here to tell you that it is not bad to want to change your image. It is not bad. I'm an certified image consultant, so this is literally my expertise or area of expertise. So this is not bad, okay? This is not bad at all. My whole job is to literally change you from a top, head to toe, to look presentable, to look your best, and to portray an image that you want to portray, okay? But before we get into that, we need to understand one thing, which is tip number 1. We need to fix our minds, our mindsets, the way that we view the world and the way that we view ourselves. And how can we do this? Well, this is how we do it. We invest in our education, or we invest in reading books. I'm a big fan of school, okay? I'm always reading. I'm always trying to get all the certificates that I can. And even though it can get pricey, there are some courses that are not as pricey. Like if you have a community college near you, I recommend for you to invest in 1 or 2 courses, maybe a semester that might interest you. For example, there's a lot of psychology classes that I recommend for you to take. I personally am not a big fan of psychology. I prefer cognitive and neurobiology, just because I like the science aspect of the brain. But there's a lot of people that, you know, it's too challenging for them, so psychology would be your best bet. Or any cognitive class. Any class that can teach you the way that the chemicals of the brain work, just because you'll be able to understand the world and the way that people function a lot better, and you'll be able to trick your mind to do things that you never thought you could do. So that's one thing to consider. Second thing, investing in books. I'm going to be sharing with you 3 books that literally changed my life. And I want to start off by saying this. The books that I'm going to present are very anecdotal and very personal to me, okay? And when I talk about these books, I'll be sharing with you my experiences with them, but I really recommend for you to invest and buy these books because they have helped me so much in regards to business, in regards to work, and in regards to how to function through the world and not take everything so personal, because we need to understand that in this life, there's going to be a lot of people that might try to stand your way for you to achieve all the things that you want, because there's not, you know, not everybody is good. There's some people that are literally just gonna want to be there to like stop you from doing whatever it is that you need to do. So first book that I have here is Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I recommend for you, everybody needs to read this. And the reason why I say this is because this literally is the book that made my mind literally explode. Because what Kiyosaki is saying here in this book is that he has 2 dads, and the way that he says it is one went to school and invested in school, the other one invested into a business. And honestly, this is when I was in high school. I was a senior, and this book helped me so much because in high school, everybody is trying to push you to go to a big university, to a big college, and this guy, he's like, no, you don't need that. You don't need that to make money. You really don't. But of course, it doesn't work for everybody, because there's some people that want to be doctors or lawyers that are so passionate about that. But for that, you do need to go to school. But he explains it extremely well as to why you don't need to go to school, or why you shouldn't stop yourself and think like, oh, I didn't go to school, so I can't be successful. So it's a great book, and this opened my mind up to what money is and how attainable money can actually be. Great book. Recommend it all the way. Now, this second book that I'm about to share is a little bit more on the personality types. If you have not looked into what the Enneagram is, the Enneagram, what basically is, it's 9 types of defense mechanisms that everybody has, that everybody uses, but we cling on to one specific one. And it is basically the way that you look life through a specific lens. So, and I love this because it's backed up by research and I use it on a daily basis. A lot of producers and directors for movies use the Enneagram to create a character because it's just really useful. So, and this is the book that I personally recommend. It's called Personality Types by Richard Russo using the Enneagram. Let me see if you guys can see it here. It is absolutely a must read, and it is lengthy. I'm not gonna lie, it is lengthy because you're going through 9 personality types, but it is worth the read because this is how I knew what type of man that I wanted and needed, what type of personality type he had to be for me to be able to function with him, because it just works out better. And this is how I don't take anything personally. I also use this book whenever I was having trouble with my family, to kind of figure out what type of personality they were and what level of toxicity they are, because in this book it tells you the different types of levels of every person, if they're healthy, if they're like in the middle, or if they're completely toxic. And we are not always on, you know, healthy zone. Like throughout the whole day we have different temperaments, and it is just a great read. It will take you some time, but I feel like this saved me from so many different problems, and it helped me how to function in a social setting, because once I knew someone's personality type, I was able to have a conversation with them and not take everything so personally. Same with my boss. If I knew what type of personality my boss was, I was able to use this as a tool to either get them on my side or get a promotion. Like, I'm telling you, this book has saved me so much. And if you read this book, you get to identify what type of personality you are, and then you'll be able to catch yourself whenever you're being toxic or whenever you're not seeing your blind spot, and you'll be able to catch yourself and retract and start again. I absolutely love this book. I recommend it for everybody. So I hope this helps. My last book that I'm going to be talking about today, and this one's a little bit controversial because it's a very dark book. It's very dark. I'm not gonna lie to you. It took me 2 years to finish reading this book. I would read for 3 months and then I would stop reading for 2 months. I would read it again for 3 months and then I would stop reading it for 2 months, because this book is very dark, and I needed to read this book because I am not a street smart person. I'm very logical and I'm very naive and innocent when it comes to a lot of people's intentions, and this book literally I don't even know how to say it. It's a book that will save you trouble. It's a book that you can catch people and catch people's intentions fast. Like, I kid you not. So here it is. The 40 Laws of Power. Like I said, a very dark book, but I recommend it all the way. So in this 40 Laws of Power, Robert Greene is basically saying everybody's playing this game, the game of life. And if you say that you're not playing this game, you are a liar. But if you want to learn how to play the game of life, here is this book. This is how you can attain everything you want using these laws. Like I said, very dark book. I recommend for you to like take breaks in between because it's pretty dark. But it also lets you know and alerts you when people are trying to get the best out of you or don't have the best intention or best thought of you in mind. It's a really great book. Like I said, dark. I recommend for you to take breaks, but this book has also helped me in the workplace and identifying people with red flags that cannot and should not be in my life. This book has saved me so much. So I talked about books, I talked about the mind. Now let's talk about image. Okay. What I recommend for you to do, very practical, okay? Second point, image, how you can change your physical appearance to reinvent yourself. I recommend for you to download Pinterest and literally see what type of colors do you want to be? What type of style do you want? Do you want to be romantic? Do you want to be soft? Also consider your body type. What type of body type do you have? Do you have a triangle? Do you have an inverted triangle? Do you have like considered an apple shape? Are you a rectangle? Like what what body type do you have, okay? And what type of image do you want to portray to the world? Do you want to be elegant? Do you want to be considered sweet? Do you want to be romantic? Do you want to be sexy? Do you want to be hot? Like, obviously, you don't have to just be in one box the entire time, but it does help when you know exactly what you want to be or who you want to be image-wise. So for example, for me, you will always find me like silk. I love satin clothes, or pieces that go together, like little outfits that have a matching top and a matching bottom. Like I love those. But you'll never find me showing off too much. Like, I can, but I just choose not to. And another thing to consider, you need to understand that there are certain trends that are trends and that are not going to be long lasting, and there are some pieces of clothing that are timeless and seamless. I choose to go more with things that are timeless and seamless because they're never gonna go out of style. So what does that mean? Turtlenecks. I love turtlenecks. Satin, cute. Like specific types of shorts. I can go on and on about this, but I can tell you that you need to get inspiration, okay? And if you want to start this journey, I recommend for you to buy 3 essential pieces, which is one pant, like I love to wear, personally for me, when I started reinventing myself, I bought one pair of slacks, or like those long pants that look good in basically anything, that you can dress them up or dress them down. So one pair of pants, one button-up shirt that is form-fitting to your body, and a specific type of sweater. So I recommend for you to invest in 3 essential pieces first, and the colors absolutely matter. You'll always find me in whites, pinks, satins. Right now, since it's fall, burgundy, but you're always gonna find me with like the same type of style, because I'm absolutely so girly and very feminine, but I'm also very elegant, and I know how to tie it in together. It did take me years to really establish what my style was. But I recommend for you to go on Pinterest and start getting inspiration. It is absolutely possible for you to do this. Going on to my 3rd point. Now, this point might be a little, I don't want to say offensive, but another way that you can recreate yourself and reinvent yourself apart from your image is also investing in your face, in your hair, and in exercising. I cannot tell you how much my life changed once I started going to the gym. At some point I started working at a gym, and I started using everything that was there. I started working with personal trainers, and they fortunately would give me free sessions because we would work together. They were my coworkers. My life changed so much. My mind opened up so much, and I was more focused, I was more centered, because I would work out. I would see that there was a purpose of working out, and I made it consistent. And at that point I became obsessed with the gym, and then I collapsed and I just hated going to the gym, so I started doing at-home workouts, and from there I started doing Pilates. I love Pilates. I want to do pole dancing classes, but I don't know, I feel a little shy. We'll see. But whole point is, exercising should be a part of your daily routine, okay? If you want to wear specific items, specific clothing, but let's say that you are extremely overweight or extremely like not in shape physically, you can't, I'm not saying you can't wear those items, but I am saying that it won't look as appealing as it should. I don't know, that might sound rude to some of you, but don't take it out of context. What I'm saying is, put your health first, okay? Go to the gym, feel good, and if you feel good, you're gonna show it. Like, if you feel good, you do good, okay? So you're gonna show it, and I recommend for my ladies to exercise at least 30 minutes a day. You don't even have to go to the gym. You don't need to even buy a gym membership. Go on a walk for 45 minutes, okay? Go on a walk every single day for 45 minutes and see how much your body's gonna change. I kid you not. Take little weights with you and just like put on a podcast and just walk. Like, that has helped me immensely. Now that I'm gonna start getting back into the gym, but it took me like a year to get there because I was hardcore at the gym, and now I stepped back and I was like, I prefer just working out at home and doing walks, and now I'm doing that. But I can hear the gym knocking and being like, hey, you need to come visit me. So I'm gonna start incorporating that again. Gym, it's 110% guaranteed that you're gonna see a difference in your body and in your physical appearance, so I recommend for you to go do that. Now, in regards to hair and facials, I recommend for you to do some research and start investing in facials. I have invested in facials, and my skin has never looked the best. Right now I'm breaking out a little bit, because the facial that I got done is to take out all the acne that I had inside, so I'm breaking out. But I cannot tell you how much more confident I am with having my facials every 15 days. It does get pricey after a while, but I recommend for you to budget for it. If you can't go somewhere to go get your facials done, do some research on which face masks you can use, on what you can do to your skin that won't damage it, because a lot of brands and a lot of skin stuff that is given is not good for your skin, so do your research, please. And in regards to hair, I have short hair. I have a really hard time growing out my hair. But honestly, I'm glad that I do, because I love the way that I look with short hair. My hair is not naturally like this. I invest in a treatment. I invest in keratin, and I do it every 4 or 5 months, depending on how long it lasts. But I definitely invest in getting my hair cut done, a retouch up, and believe me, your confidence is going to go way up high. And that is another way that you can reinvent yourself, is by going to the gym and investing in your face and in your hair. And nails. I know it sounds expensive. It can be, but it doesn't have to be. There are some companies out there that do or can work with you to find like a medium. You just have to do your research and find it. Like, you can do your nails at home. You can buy like keratin shampoo that will help you as well if you want it to look silky and shiny. Like, this is like, you guys, believe me when I tell you these things. So I hope this helps. That was my last tip. And honestly, if you are in this journey and in this path of reinventing yourself and recreating who you want to be, I am very excited for you, because you're going to receive a lot of blessings and a lot of benefits, because you're taking the chance and you're taking the change. It requires change to do anything or get anything done. And I'm here to tell you, good job. If you have any other questions for me, please let me know down there in the comments. I'm super excited for this video to come out. And please, please, please do not stop sending me comments on TikTok. Let me know which other episodes you want to watch on YouTube. But for now, love you all and have an amazing day. Bye-bye.